from us, but more importantly from each other. So, today we are going to talk about tools and resources. By the way, in between, please stop. You can ask question anytime, not at the end, but even though they had a format that at the end, but I would recommend you guys stop at any period of time and ask question. Okay? So I started my career in 2002. I started my career as a cook. I finished my hotel management in 1999, and I went and worked in the cruise ship for 3 years. Then I quit my cruise ship, and then I worked for a friend of mine who asked me to come and work for his restaurant in Orlando. So I had a nice job, but I quit the job and went to work with him. So while we were working, we tried a lot of things to make the restaurant successful. It's an Indian restaurant. But we tried various things, but unfortunately after 6 months, we had to close the restaurant. A nice job, I quit that cruise ship job and I got this one, and after 6 months I was out of job. And I was stuck and I don't know what I'm going to do. But he said, I will help you find a job. And he found me a job. That job was in a gas station. I was a cashier. So from the ship to a cashier. So while I was working in the gas station, in the petrol pump, I used to meet a lot of people who come there, and I was not a person who can I was like an introvert. I can't speak, but in the gas station I cannot be the introvert. I have to talk to people, right? So it pushed me to make myself, talk to people. But while I was talking to a lot of people, I met one person named John Rickshire. He became a very good friend. He's a white guy. He used to come and spend a lot of time, and he used to ask me about Indian food. And he was fascinated with all this Indian culture and all these things, and we became good friends. So one day he invited me to his house, and I went to his house, and I saw 15 computers, people working in computers. I did not know. I said, John, what is that you guys do? He said, we run a web designing company. So then I said, John, I want to learn these computers. I'm fascinated with computers, but I don't know anything. Can I come and train you? He said, why not? So I opened up the store from 6 o'clock to 3 o'clock, and 3 o'clock I started to learn something about web designing, and my job was to go to each and every single website and click for broken links. You guys know what is broken links, right? Click for 404 error. If there is any error, report that. That was my job. And one person from that sales guy, he came and said, hey, Suresh, there is something called search engine optimization. Can you do some research? Today we had all the research. We have everything. Today the internet and social media has got everything, right? Every resources. But those days, in 2002, there was only Google. But that was great. Google, it was great. So I went and researched, and I understood how Google works basically. Then I was fascinated with that, and I started to work on that one, and we gave some SEO for them and also for the clients, and then slowly they hired me part-time, they hired me full-time. But over a period of 6 years I was working there from 2002 to 2008, and I went to a lot of networking events like this, and that's why I love networking with people, and that's why I asked you to interact with each other, because we can learn a lot. I personally learned a lot from that one. So that's when I realized, okay, I learned a lot. Then I came back to India, and I was working with a company called Vayama, and there also we were trying to find out whether is there any event happening. Nothing was happening. Then we started some event, and then we created, and then there was a lot of network, and through that network I realized there is a proper need for education system, and I started Web Marketing Academy. So now we have 2,500 people, and that's how I got started, just to give you a background about me, right? So now I'm not going to talk a lot about tools. For people who know already, please do not expect a lot. I'm giving some simple tools, not complicated tools, not advanced tools. We can talk about advanced tools later, but having your people in this audience in mind, I prepared this. I don't like PPTs, but anyway, I have to show visually. So I prepared this, and if you think this is basics, just ask me, we can talk about advanced, right? So, how many of you use for research. How many of you use research? I mean, it's an amazing thing, right? For research, that's the way you start. So for research, what are the tools that you can have? How many of you use Think with Google? Have you heard about Think with Google? Ranjan knows, he's hiding. Okay. How many of you, apart from him, how many of you know? Have you heard about Think with? Amazing tool for research. So I would recommend you guys play with this tool, understand how users are behaving. The mobile and everything else, everything you name it, there is a industry wise. You have industry specific case studies and insights from Facebook IQ. Okay, how many of you heard about Mary Meeker's internet trends? Anybody? Anybody? No. This is every year there is a report by Mary Meeker who talks about what is going to be the next 1 year trend. Awesome it is. It's a PPT with 300 pages of slides. But everything from voice search to where Google is going, Amazon is going, where China is going, where India specifically in technology. The future, she predicts this one, and based on data, she gives this report. Awesome report, yes. There is a link, I would share it, or if you can simply search in Google for Mary Meeker's internet trends, you will get to that. But there is also a link, I'll be sharing this PPT as well. Okay, so awesome report. It will give you idea about where the internet is going. Okay, so this is some of the slides from that report. Okay, so how do you use these tools? To understand user. Once you understand user, it's easy to provide them with whatever you want, some tools, or you want to give them resources. It could be a blog, and it could be video, any kind of format. It will help you to understand the user. Any questions for this? Anything? Like he said, how to find out? No? Okay, shall we? Yeah. Okay. Google Post. How many of you know about Google Post? Okay. If you don't know, this is like Google My Business or Google Post. Google My Business, Google is giving free. Google My Business, that is the easiest way to get listed in Google. SEO is difficult. For example, sir, what's your name? Shobit. Have you listed your business in Google My Business? You have a website and you have? Okay, so it's even that you can register and free of cost. So when you search for something, have you seen on the right hand side? Okay, the address, when you search for your story, you get pictures, videos, and all those things is Google My Business. Basically a process. You just submit to Google and Google will verify it, and then you can add pictures, videos, store timing and everything else. But the new feature in Google My Business is Google Post. Okay? Now it is like an inbuilt blog. It's a blog which is inbuilt. So you don't need to create a blog. It comes with that. You can create a blog, 7 or 8 blogs you can create, and it will be like this. When you search for it, okay, it will be like this. You see this right here? In below you can see this. Now, it's interesting that it also provides you with a video. You can have a video. With that, you can have a title and a description, and you can expand that. And that is, it will look like this. Once you click on it, it looks like this. You can have call to action. You can have sign up or call now. The new feature is call now feature. So people can directly call from that. So it's a great resources for any small or local business. Especially if it is a local business, it's a number one tool. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this is some example. This is the stats that it gives you. Okay, it gives you insight how many people actually viewed this and how many people clicked on it, free of cost. Right? Free of cost, this gives you insights. Now imagine without spending anything, I'm getting 10k views, 9k views. Right? Great resources. Okay. And the pictures.